Everybody, Brian back with the Gala token update, and this is Gala on the 4 hour on the chart there. You can see we're still in that falling wedge, and right down here was a perfect example of the last falling wedge Gala had, and look what happened out of this thing. Not saying that's what's going to happen, but I love falling wedges. I love that pattern. I think it's almost 80% of the time these things break to the upside. So this morning we were looking pretty good until about right there, that big red candle. We had a big news event come in. We'll get back to this chart in a second, but what happened was the U.S. regulators went after Binance, the CFTC. They accused Binance of selling digital assets to U.S. customers despite not being registered to do so. Okay, so if you live in the United States, you cannot go on Binance and futures trade unless, the way people were getting around it was downloading a VPN, which a virtual private network, you can, your IP address can say you're in, Mexico, when you're sitting in New York. But that's how people were doing it. They would download a VPN, so their IP address would say they were outside of the United States, and then they were leverage trading on Binance. But they're saying Binance knew about it, and that's why they're filing the lawsuit. And Binance came out and said that it was unexpected and disappointing, saying that they've raised their compliance team from 100 people to 750, and they spent $80 million to bolster its compliance programs. So as of when that happened, Bitcoin went down 2% as of 1 p.m. Eastern with Ethereum, and the whole crypto market fell 2.3% over that period. I got a really good article for you here too. Fallen crypto king who owes millions to investors was kidnapped and tortured. Boy, oh boy, I hope you can't hear that rain in the background. I do my videos in my garage, and I have a tin roof on my garage, which didn't realize how loud a tin roof was until you're inside it and it's raining. So I apologize if you can hear that in the background, but this article here came out this morning at 9 a.m. March 27th, fallen crypto king who owes millions to investors was kidnapped and tortured. Look at him in his private jet, his iPhone, his probably a Rolex on. It says Aiden Platersky led a lavish lifestyle and owned McLaren sports cars and a Lamborghini, and he even rented a waterfront home for $45,000 a month. He had promised his investors healthy returns of 7%, but it all came crashing down, and he ended up filing for bankruptcy. It's believed Platersky, who was 23 when his company went under, was abducted by disgruntled creditors. Testimony from his father, Dragon, reveals one person that Platersky was allowed to contact was a man called Sandeep Gupta, his landlord. Gupta recalled receiving multiple calls late at night from Platersky, in which he said Gupta told him that this would be impossible to arrange, and while he was determined not to pay any money, he wanted to engineer the situation so he didn't come to harm. On a different phone, he dialed 911. Over the following days, the landlord worked with officers in an attempt to set up a sting meeting and ensure that Platersky could be brought to safety. He was later released on the understanding that he would get the cash to his kidnappers as soon as possible, and was warned that interacting with law enforcement would make his situation much, much worse. He said in a testimony that Platersky's actions had put him and his family in danger with random people visiting the property that the fallen entrepreneur was renting. Efforts are now underway to recover as much money as possible for the victims. While he has claimed that the money was lost in a series of bad trades and margin calls, he's been accused of blowing millions on his lavish lifestyle. It's estimated he only invested 1.6% of the funds he was given, the court says. He allegedly attempted to defend himself by saying he was a 20-something-year-old kid. Wow. Boy, them kids nowadays. Jeez. I think this one got himself in over his head there. I hope things work out for everybody with that. But holy cow, you mess with people's money and you really put yourself out there. But here's your top 100 for the day. This is over the last hour, okay? You can see some green popping up in the market for the whole day. There's for the day, a lot of red out there. But you can see the last hour of this market is rebounding, only a couple red, and the majority green. Flares really flying there for some reason, but not sure why. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, market cap's down 2.66. Volume is up almost 30%, so maybe people buying a dip. I know when Bitcoin dropped down this morning, I bought a little bit, not much, but I bought some. Bitcoin dominance is up 0.04%, and the market sentiment is at a 64 as it was yesterday. So here is your biggest gainers and biggest losers. And I always go over the bottom here to get back to that article of that kid getting kidnapped. When there's cryptos coming out, a new one every couple hours, and I have not looked into any of these. I'm just saying, as an example, most of these are probably worth nothing, and they're probably never going to be worth anything. You have your diamond in the rough now and then, and you have a really legit company come out. I don't know, not financial advice, but please get on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and look at the circulating supply and see if realistically, do the numbers. See if this coin can ever hit a penny. I doubt it. Very, very, very much doubt it. So most of these are cash grabs, then they go under, disappear. So just be careful, please, with your investments. I don't claim to know everything, but a little bit of knowledge I do have, I try to pass on to others, so hopefully all of us together in the end, can make this crypto market work, and it's going to take everybody, as a crypto community for this to all work out. So yep, you can see right there, flares on top there too is the biggest gainer for today. So let's get a look at this Gala chart. We have this falling wedge forming. Like I said, I love falling wedges. We have the 4-hour RSI heading towards the bottom. If we could just, for one day, not get some bad news. We were looking so good this morning right up here. But we did break down through that wedge, and we've now got back into it now. And looks like let's get on the 1 hour. Yes, we have retested up in here as support. So we're going to probably bounce around there for a little bit. That 1 hour is turning up, and you can see with that top 100 turning green now, the market's looks like it's turning a corner. So I'm going to keep an eye on this thing the rest of the night, and hopefully tomorrow we get some movement. It's just been kind of a stale past couple weeks. So I'll keep an eye on everything, guys, as always. And if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you here every day. And got a fantastic crew in here. We're going to do that 100 ADA giveaway in a few days. And all you have to do to enter is hit the subscribe button. That's it. And going to do a giveaway every month. It's not much, but it's a thank you from me to you guys, and for just all the fantastic support. And I couldn't have asked for a better group of people. So thank you very, very much, guys. Have a fantastic night.